Okay, so we've been asked how FluxPrompt is different than other tools on the market. Now, aggregating LLMs and putting those kind of AI brands and models into one place isn't new. So we've seen Magi do this where they say, hey, you can basically take and create a node and you can use functionality where it's like, I want to toggle on and off between OpenAI, so that's ChatGPT or Claude or Grok or Google, and that's great. And we have the same functionality, but kind of where ours is a bit different is being able to use all of those functionalities all at once. So, and here is something that we call sandboxing. So I'm just going to create this open sandbox that shows I can pick what model I want to use. I can give a prompt and I can actually use that prompt output to generate something else and something different with it. So I don't have to go from ChatGPT over to Dolly, that website, and then generate an image and try to copy and paste this context over here in this box over to there. Like, I don't have to do any of that stuff. I can just sandbox it together, give it the context that it needs, and it's done. But the true superpower of what we're trying to do, and this is why I think it's super powerful in the eyes of an AI consultant, is actually stringing together all the nodes in harmony in a daisy chain type sequence where all at once you can create and conduct something really, really powerful. So I want to walk you through it real quick to show you. Now, we had someone come up to us and say, hey, I need to create a SWOT analysis. So strength, weaknesses, operation, and threat, a SWOT analysis for a presentation I have coming up. I said, great, what's the SWOT analysis going to be on? And they said, well, I need to do it on McDonald's. This was at a trade show, didn't ask any questions, thought that was a cool idea. So let's go ahead and build it live. So what we built for them was really, really simple. Let's go ahead and use Google and search for McDonald's fast food chain restaurants and run that prompt. So individually, I can run this, right? It's going to sit there and think, and it's going to come up with exactly what that output is. And I can give it that context over here by choosing this. I chose Grok. Let's go with Llama. So that's in Meta. And we're going to go ahead and get an output on what the whole SWOT analysis is. I can say, hey, great, that's a great SWOT analysis. Thanks, Llama. I need to simplify it, though, for my presentation. Claude from Anthropic, so from Amazon, that's a really, really great one. I'm going to go ahead and use that to simplify. And I can run, again, I can run all these nodes and all these functionalities independently, or I can do them all at once, which I'll show you. So let's go ahead and run this. I'm going to show you exactly what it's doing. And for AI consultants, a lot of times they're saying like, well, what AI tools are on the market that I can introduce my companies or my clients to so I can help them put AI into their business. I want to make AI sticky for them. I want to make sure that they use AI every day. What's a tool or product, platform, resource, whatever on the market that would help do that? And we believe FluxPrompt is that tool. All right, so I've hit go ahead and go, and it's going to search Google on for McDonald's. It's going to create a SWOT analysis, simplify that SWOT analysis, and then put this into a blurb so I can actually have something that I can quasi rehearse for my presentation. What's really cool is I can now connect that to an audio generator. So I'm using 11 Labs. You can use play.ht as well if you'd like to. And I can choose a voice that I want, or I can record my own for 30 seconds so I can hear how I myself is going to sound. And of course, it's a presentation. It's going to go into a slideshow. So I definitely want some images to go with this, right? At the end of this whole thing, if I want to email it to everyone who was at that meeting, so if they have a summary of this, I can. So essentially, I'm taking all of those functionalities and saying, hey, I can do text generation, audio generation, image generation, API tags all at once instead of copy and pasting from one site to another, instead of going copy and pasting from, like I said, ChatGPT over to, let's say, Dolly or Stability, for another thing of images. Like, I'm not losing context along the way. I'm doing this all at once in this sequence. When I'm done, as you can see over here on my email, there it is. Boom. So it generated the whole email. And now I can send this summary to everyone. And here they can download the images, they can download the audio file, whatever I want. I did this a little bit quick and dirty, but in this AI API output here, I can make it nice and tidy and clean and pretty it up with the right sections and spacers and whatever I want to do. But essentially, I don't know where else this would exist. And for AI consultants, how are you going to help your customers learn AI or to use AI in their business It'd be by giving them every access to the top AI models that they want to use or that they've heard of and stringing them together so that the possibilities are endless to create actual AI workflows that open up bottlenecks, alleviate manual processes, and just plain work. So hopefully this spawns some creativity for you, and you can say, hey, if it can do that, can it do this? And let's sit down and brainstorm those kind of things. I mean, this little quasi demo, if you will, if anything, it's just to help kick off those conversations to brainstorm on what we can use and what we can build with AI to save you, even if it's half the time, right? If this solution got you 50% of the way there, 60% of the way there, would that not be a massive win and a massive savings for you and your clients and your customers? Absolutely, right? So that's why we're so excited about this. That's why I've been doing all the outreach is to say, hey, this is here. We just launched our beta. It's a really exciting thing, and we have more features to come. In fact, we're launching features constantly every single week that just make your life in AI a lot simpler and a lot better. So if you have any questions, as always, just please reach out. Hopefully this is really cool for you to see. Hopefully this, again, spawns some creativity and some ideas and kind of lights a fire under you to say, hey, let's build something really, really cool together.